I feel undeserving of like everything at times, but I know that we work hard, and I know that we're gonna be generous with what we have. It's really cool that we get to do this, and I just feel really thankful.
What's up, dudes? Guys, so stoked to have you back on the channel with us, and today we are doing an updated Q&A. We haven't done a video like this in a while.
When have we done a regular Q&A?
Gosh, it's been so long. Usually there's like a straight topic, and this time we just had all of you guys submit questions, just like about life updates, interesting stuff going on.
We need to fill them in on a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a lot to... Whoa, that was like crazy. That was your phone. There's just been a lot happening, you know, so I feel like this is an appropriate video to film right now.
We really just need to update you guys.
We're also drinking these delicious shakes from One Stop Nutrition. We're in Arizona right now. I'm sure you guys know that from the vlogs, but there's this place in Arizona called One Stop Nutrition. They have amazing shakes. We're drinking some. I got the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I got Captain Crunch. We both got cereal ones, which is funny. It also tastes exactly like Captain Crunch, which is weird because I haven't had that cereal in years. My taste buds still remember the taste, and they nailed that.
Do you think you will ever move out of Hawaii? I think the answer is probably yes.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen our recent video, we did look at houses in Arizona. A lot of big decisions happening. We have not made an official decision. We don't know what we want, I guess.
We're weighing our options right now. I think that probably one of the biggest blessings of what we do, and I'm very grateful for, is that we don't have a job tying us to any one location. But on the flip side of that, sometimes it's like, okay, well, when you have all these options, like, how do you decide where to go? So we're just looking for the perfect spot for us, our future family, also in relation to where our family currently lives. There's so many factors to weigh out. It's insane, but
Totally.
yeah, I definitely can see us moving out of Hawaii for sure.
And that kind of leads into our next question, which is, could you see yourselves moving to LA? And the answer is no. We really don't. I think,
you guys, look at me. Am I an LA girl?
I think LA is fun to visit. I
This
really
Midwest
do.
girl could not fit in there.
There's a lot of good opportunities in LA, especially for creators, for creatives of all sorts. But for us, I think maybe being somewhere close-ish to LA would be good. That way we can get there if need be, but I don't really see us moving there.
LA is just a vibe that I could not live in. I think I would lose my I think I would go crazy. So busy, so everyone's trying to compete and look a certain way, and it's like, I can't do that.
Next question is, biggest difference between your life now and last year. Guys, we feel tremendously blessed. Like, so much has changed in a year in our life. Like, our life is drastically different. We were both in school this time last year. We were both like working on growing on social media, but I think it's just like, it's really been a crazy life change doing this for our job, and we're tremendously grateful.
I was
and
just
blessed.
reflecting today as I was writing a caption for an Instagram picture, but I just was reflecting in general about, like, it feels like my life is moving a million miles a minute. And like I said, it's like, it's exciting, it's overwhelming at times, it's so happy, I feel so grateful, and I also feel stressed at times. Like, there's so many emotions that come with like any dramatic change that happens, and this has been a dramatic change. Overall, I just feel so grateful. Yeah. But like, even just like last year at this time, like,
I was stressed. Were you stressed?
I was stressed then too. You know, because I had the stress of school and working and trying to build out our online platforms. And we also, like, even go back 2 years from that, we were both working as pizza servers at a restaurant.
Yeah, we were.
And that came with its own stressors of extremely long work hours, and, you know, we had very low income at the time, and we were newly independent as we just got married. Like, there's always going to be changes in life, but I feel like we're going through those changes so fast right now.
Great question is, how do you afford to travel? My dream is to travel all over the world. We really do love to travel. What we try to do is travel on off times and find like cheap ways to do it. So we use some different apps to find affordable
it's
flights.
a privilege to be able to travel at off times.
Oh, definitely.
So
definitely.
like, but if you can, that's obviously something you'd like to strive for. Also, like, a lot of times we're not staying in hotels, and if we're staying in a hotel, it's definitely not a bougie one. You saw on our anniversary.
Yeah, that wasn't bougie.
Like, that was like an older hotel, and it was, you know, things like that.
But we were in Maui, though. Like, we were in Maui.
That's the thing. Like, so we prioritize like the location rather than all the
amenities.
The amenities that come with it.
And right now, it's been a huge blessing. We're staying with our friends Mike and Ashley in Arizona, so like we didn't have to pay for a hotel.
We're staying with friends, and then before we were staying with
This isn't our
family.
car. This is Mike and Ashley's car. Thank you, Mike and Ashley. You guys should go follow them on Instagram.
And then the other thing too is like think about the activities that we do when we travel. Like a lot of them are basically free.
Hiking.
Like hiking, any kind of like nature thing that we can explore, like that's definitely on our list. And like if we're gonna choose to like pay for something like expensive on a trip, like we usually pick out like one thing. We're like, we're gonna do this. But a lot of times, like on our last trip, we literally ate Costco pizza. We actually had Wendy's.
Wendy's,
Like,
Costco pizza.
We're not balling out on our hotel or our food. We don't ever get like souvenirs or go shopping.
We don't.
Oh, we also, here's another travel tip. Carry on only. That'll save you so much money on airlines.
So we use some different apps too to help us find good deals. We use Skiplag, which helps you find really cheap flights. I use Expedia to find cheap car rentals. And then we'll even use credit card points too if we ever have those available. So some different ways to find deals. Okay, somebody asked, don't you guys get tired of vlogging all the time? It definitely happens. Not gonna lie. Today we needed to make a YouTube video, and I think when we got in the car, Abby was like, dude, I really just want to like chill and take a nap. And we feel that way sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tired right now.
We're tired. I mean, we had a big day of hiking yesterday.
Also, I feel like vlogging in particular, as opposed to like sit down videos, it's like I definitely wouldn't want to do it every day because it definitely does change your day. But I think you can really go about your life in a pretty normal. I mean, that's our goal anyway, is to be like
completely real with you guys.
Completely real, like about our life anyway. So it doesn't take too much out of your day, but it's still in the back of your mind.
But it's really cool that we get to look back on all those memories from our vlogs. Like all the hikes we've been doing in Arizona, we can go back and see those memories. When we went to Silver Dollar City with Abby's family, we can go back and watch that video and enjoy that moment. So it's gonna be fun to like have this compilation of all these highlight moments from our life, especially when we get older and we're like too old to like go do a lot of fun things. We can just watch our videos that we made as youngins. I think that'll be fun.
Also, have you gently tapped that like button?
Right now, gently tap the like button for only a limited time.
Gently tap it.
What is some advice you tell single people / couples that are just starting out on their own? The issue is not the issue. Yeah, so whenever you get into a fight or you have conflict of any sort, remember that a lot of the little things that irk you and get you into conflict with one another, a lot of that conflict is usually not because of like the stupid little fight you're having about like where to get coffee or something. Like it's usually a bigger issue. So you want to remember that at all times and try to have good communication as much as possible, because I feel like communication can really start a lot of fights.
Oh, 100%. I think the biggest piece of advice I would give to people that are newly married. You're creeping me out right now.
Why? What did I do?
You're like this. You're looking at me. You're like this.
My drink is really good. This tastes like Cinnamon and Toast Crunch.
Can you just chill out for a minute? I think the biggest piece of advice I would give a newly married couple, newly dating couple, is just to learn how to forgive and like fully forgive, and learn how to make that process of apologizing. First of all, that's a big thing. Make sure you say you're sorry when you need to. From apology to like true forgiveness, make that process efficient. Being in a relationship is that like people together, two imperfect people, are gonna have conflict together. Learn how to resolve that in a healthy and efficient way for the two of you. This one says, will you ever get a pet?
I think we will one day.
Yeah.
But right now, definitely not, because it would keep us from traveling as often as we do.
Well, not even it would keep us, like, we just wouldn't be able to give it the love and attention it needs.
Yeah.
And I think, like, if you're gonna be a pet owner, you need to be responsible about that and, you know, take good care of your pet.
Yeah.
So, not right now, but I definitely see us getting a dog.
That'd be fun to have a dog
Once
day.
we have, like, all of our kids, a dog.
Totally.
Do you miss the Midwest fall weather we've been getting?
Aww.
Kind of do, honestly. I love fall in general. I love all things fall.
The smell of a fire and roasting marshmallows.
Football games,
Yeah.
like sweaters.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice, like all those things. I do kind of miss it. I do. It's kind of a bummer. This is funny. What were your jobs pre-Instagram? So like before we did social media for our job, which is wild, I was a substitute teacher.
And we were both in school, and then I was a finance intern at a financial planning office.
And then when COVID happened, we lost our jobs, and we ended up doing this, which is really crazy. But
when we were working our butts off in college, we were always careful to save, because that gave us the opportunity, once we lost our jobs, to fully pursue social media and pursue what we really wanted to do. And we could have not done that if we would have not saved money and had savings, because then we would have had to go and work at Amazon or work at like a business that was hiring. Have you smashed that like button? Guys, come on. We're gonna gently tap or click the like button. We're not smashing it, okay? Did you actually think that was funny, or were you just laughing?
I just don't know what to do in that moment.
This is really, really sweet. Someone said, I genuinely want to know, how are y'all doing? Like,
Aww.
how are we doing right now?
Wow. I genuinely feel so hype on life right now. And I can say that I haven't felt that way. I mean, okay, it's weird. Because, like, you feel happy, but then sometimes there's just, like, some unrest settling underneath all that happiness. I would be lying if I didn't say that I felt that a lot of the times this year. So, I say, like, genuinely right now I feel really hopeful. And I feel really excited and I just mostly just feel really, 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 really grateful.
You were telling me that this year has been one of the hardest, but one of the best years ever.
Yeah. I just feel like I feel undeserving of like everything at times, but I know that we work hard and I know that we're gonna be generous with what we have. And so, like, it's really cool that we get to do this, and I just feel really thankful.
Oh, totally.
But there's also, like, challenges that I'm still learning how to work through, because it is so new. I have to navigate that and learn, and I think we definitely are learning, like, as a couple, how to do this. And, yeah, I just want to make sure we go about everything in, like, a really healthy way for ourselves and for our marriage.
Totally.
And always prioritize that over anything. But, yeah, I feel really, really grateful.
Oh my gosh, same. Like, I just get blown away whenever I go down to, like, look at our YouTube channel and, like, respond to comments and hear from you guys and hear about how our videos have impacted your lives. Like, that means so much to me. I think, too, about how when we were, like, wanting to create content and we're so new to it, and we were, like, for almost a year, you guys were making videos, and really nobody was watching the videos. We only had, I think, 300 subscribers. And so then, like, seeing now just how much we've grown, it's just like, wow, I feel incredibly blessed, incredibly grateful, so thankful for you guys.
It's so cool because I feel so close to you guys, even though we've never met. Okay,
here's a good question. How in the world does social media support you financially to where you can travel so much? We get questions all the time, like, what do you guys do for your job? So this is our job, and I think the simplest way to put it is that when you watch a TV show, there's ads, there's commercials, and that's how that's one of the big ways that those TV shows make their money. Kind of the same thing with us. Like, on YouTube, we have AdSense, which YouTube places those ads on the video. We also do sponsorships and brand deals.
I will say, I do think that we're traveling a lot more frugally than you probably think that we were. Like, if you were to estimate our trips, you'd probably think it's more than what we're actually spending. Because we have, like, we agreed that we'd like to take more trips than, like, a couple select really nice trips, and obviously that's a privilege of doing what we do for work, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to do that at that many trips. But because our work travels with us, we're able to choose that option.
Yeah, so we're working while we travel. So, like, I have to go do a bunch of work after we're done making this video.
Yeah, like, rest of today, we're not going to really do anything fun, probably.
Yeah, so that's something that you obviously don't see on camera as much.
Not to say that our work isn't fun.
Oh,
because
we love our job.
But we're not going to go out and do anything.
It's not like we have
stuff to do.
We're not always just, like, doing fun stuff. Oh, this is a really good question. Do you think you create unrealistic expectations in relationships? I hope we don't.
I really hope we don't.
Because the reality is, we are not perfect people. We have arguments. We fight.
I feel like we talk about that, though.
We do, but, like, we're not, and it's
not
like we're happy.
We're not showing it, though.
Yeah, and it's not like we're happy all the time. There's days where we can be upset with each other.
And keep in mind, like, our marriage will always come first over this. Like, we love what we do, but we will always prioritize our marriage and our relationship. And I think a big part of keeping our relationship healthy while also putting it online is, like, maintaining healthy boundaries with what we're okay with showing. And so we're not okay showing, like, I don't know, some of the really, like, tough parts of our relationship, because it's just not respectful of our relationship, but we tell you that it happens, and you just have to trust us on that. We talk a lot about resolving conflict and keeping your marriage or your relationship, working at it. Like, we always say this, relationships are a muscle. Like, you have to exercise it, or else
work.
They take work. You have to exercise it. And so, yeah, and sometimes we don't want to put in the work, but we know that we have to, and And we're probably gonna get counseling.
Okay, what do you usually fight about if there's even one? Okay, first of all, I think we've been over this. We fight, obviously.
That's
Second
become
of all,
a topic of this Q&A.
it's like,
What do
let's
we
talk
do?
about Matt and Abby's fights. What do we argue about? Should we tell them what happened right before this video?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Abby was incredibly hungry and she wanted to eat some food because when Abby gets hungry, she it changes her, okay? Then to add to that, we then got the bing, bing, bing. You're like 5 miles till you're empty. And so Abby was panicking and I was trying to send documents to a lender so that we can see what we can get approved for buying a house. And then I was doing all this in the passenger seat, and then Abby was like, can you just help me find the location? And I'm like, okay. And then I tried to find Costco. I steered her in the wrong direction on accident. So now we're like out of the way, low on gas. Abby's hungry. We're trying to get to One Stop Nutrition so we can get our protein shakes and make our video.
You'd been ignoring me for a while.
Okay, because you had told me to get the documents to the lender.
I didn't tell you to do it right then.
Okay, well, I thought you did. So eventually we got Abby some Costco pizza. After we got Costco gas, everything was okay, and then we got our shakes.
And then we both said sorry.
And we both
for
said sorry,
things that we said.
and we shook hands. Favorite fast food restaurant? How about you guess mine and I guess yours?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Taco
Subway.
Bell. I also like Subway, but I was thinking of Chick-fil-A.
I like Panera, but it's not really
Oh,
fast
that's not
food.
really fast food.
They do have drive-thru.
You know how cute you are? You look so cute right now.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, this is a great question. So
I've been getting questions.
people keep thinking that we're in Europe. We're
No,
not in
they're
Europe.
like, when are you going? We're leaving literally a week from today of filming this.
Which I cannot believe because we have like so much is happening before then.
So much has to happen in a week, and I'm kind of like,
It's crazy. But luckily, so we're vaccinated so we can avoid the quarantine requirements since we are both fully vaccinated. We also have to get tested to make sure we don't, just like as an extra precaution for Europe, we are going to get COVID tested too. And then we'll be up and over there and we'll be visiting a few different Greek islands as well as Rome.
yeah,
Give me a high five.
lots of parts in Greece, Athens, Santorini, Mykonos.
And Dubrovnik. We're going to be in Dubrovnik.
Dubrovnik.
So pumped.
Oh, I like this one. What is something you've learned from one another?
What I've learned from Abby is to be 100% authentically yourself. And that is because Abby will dance in the middle of an airport with tons of people around just because she feels like it. I think that is so awesome. And I love the confidence. I love the fun and joy that brings to life. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's really sweet of you. You teach me so much about hard work and like persistence. You teach me so much about generosity and like looking out for people that are like in need. You teach me so much about like asking questions and always wanting to like learn more and like have a really an open mind, wanting to know the many sides to an issue.
That's really sweet.
Everyone's asking about kids.
Guys, dang it,
babies.
I just can't know, dude. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, I feel like if we were to have a child right now or not have a child, it would be both great things. Because like having kids is so much fun, but it's also really fun in the season while it's just us.
I would just say that if we had a baby right now, I would be super hype about that. And if we just kept living our life the way we are now and have a baby years from now, I'd be super hype about that.
Yeah.
Babies are a gift, and we're really, really excited for that stage of life whenever it comes around. And when it does come around, you guys are going to be some of the first to know.
We love you. We appreciate you. If you haven't already, gently tapped or clicked the like
click
button.
it.
Right now would be a great time to do that. And hit subscribe and the bell for post notifications. You guys are the best. As always. 3, 2, 1. Peace out, dudes.